chance to win up to $5,000 cash in bingo. Interested vendors and grillers should call 456-3454 to register. It's the Maggie King of the Grill competition at Progress Park St. Andrew. Gates open from 12 noon. Bring your appetite and stay tuned to this station for more details.
Maggie King of the Grill is made possible.
Cathwell Stationery Services' unbeatable Easter Flash Sale. Imagine slashing your office costs without compromising on quality. Yes, you heard it right. For a limited time only, dive into exclusive deals like copy paper at just $18 per ream and up to 18% off on essential office and school supplies. From sleek laptops and tablets to vibrant markers and highlighters, from sturdy office furniture to the latest office machines, Cathwell's has it all. Don't wait. Call us now at 442-5848 or 435-2277 or drop us an email at cathwellsoffice@gmail.com. Hurry! The Easter Flash Sale is for a limited time only. Cathwell Stationery Services, where savings, selection, and service come together for you.
Yeah! Yo! Yo! Right along live, welcome to the ride. Yeah. Welcome to Thursday on the ride. As you come and go ahead and share the thing right now, we are about to have a conversation. Yeah. With someone that is known for being one of the most, possibly the most controversial on a personality. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know? You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about? Come on. You gotta know what I'm talking about. For some reason, I ain't seen the chat. Let me go into the chat so I could shout out a few people, Jed. Let's see what you're saying, Jed. Yes. Terry, Ali. Yeah. Sherman, B. Harry, how you doing? All you know what I'm talking about? All right, guys, there have been so much things that have been, in the media. A lot of things, controversial items, things that that you guys need to get up to speed about. On Tuesday, we have a program called What's Pissing You Off, right? And my guess... my guess to live a life of pissing people off. I swear, boy. I swear. People are vexed with me because I know this guy. Let me just bring him on. Guys, I'm happy to bring on. He needs no introduction, but I introduce him anyway. My friend, Kem Jones. Welcome, my brother.
Hey, Junior. It's always a pleasure to be with you on this very popular platform, to bring information, to educate, to enlighten, to motivate. And that is what we do, is really to share information so that more and more people can be empowered.
Yeah.
Information is power once you have it. It's just like data. Once you have the data and you can use it wisely, you can have an edge, an advantage.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Kem. I was at a very impressive, and this has nothing to do with the topic, by the way, but I want to just insert this blurb right here. I was at a Girls in ICT workshop today, right? And we were teaching young ladies to fly drone. We were teaching them about AI and these type of technology. And I was so freaking impressed by the amount of excitement this young ladies have towards technology. And I'm like, yo, this is needed. This was needed. And I'm happy that I was a part of this today. Women, girls in technology. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I actually looked at it live. It was carried live.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way to go. We must understand that women are key in the developmental process, and engaging them very early is, to me, a very smart move, a very intelligent move. And no longer would that boy be good at maybe gaming or good at doing some research online and the girl asking for assistance.
Right.
They're pretty smart, and they're catching on quite quickly, and I'm happy to see that they have been engaged quite young. And let that continue. That's the way to go. If we have to transform this country, we must engage all and sundry. And when it comes to technology, that's, to me, a priority area.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, I just want to just insert this in there. Kudos to the folks that's behind this magnificent venture. It was a pleasure being a part of this today, and the excitement in those young ladies' eyes. They came over and asked me, you know, wow, how could I really use this technology in Korea? They're really interested in it, and I just had to say congratulations to the team, whoever put this thing together. NTRC, I believe. Thank you so much for inviting me and having this out there. Right, but Kem, this is not what we're here for. We're talking about a lot of things that's pissing you off. And of course, you on your program, people say to me sometimes, this guy does piss me off sometimes. I like listening to him, but he does piss me off. they just can't get enough of the piss off sometimes. The first thing I want to touch on, Kem, right? And I want you to help explain to me and a lot of people around the world that's watching. The Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, has been criticized, and the administration in particular have been criticized in recent, and even, you know, from the start of they assuming power in Grenada here, of the frequency in travel in which the administration incur. Most recently, Minister Cohen from St. Mark made this response. I want you to listen to it. MP Cohen made this comment. I want you to respond to it. Listen to it.
And you have a prime minister who jump in plane as if he's a boss he riding and spending money because first class ticket is not cheap. Top class hotel is not cheap. You mean they couldn't take 2 million out of this money they're spending and pay so that the Grenadian people could have medication? What they're telling us, $2 million is a lot for me or for you, but it is not a lot for the country because they met the treasury pregnant. Brothers and sisters, don't forget that.
Yes. Your comment, sir.
Yeah.
Why is it that the administration...
Right. Well, firstly, let me applaud Clarice Modeste Cohen, or MP Clarice Modeste Cohen, for not wearing the usual type of wig, right? Normally when she comes on, many a times it's the same old unkept wig that she would wear. But nevertheless, I want to commend her for that, for not wearing that. She seemed to be natural there. I want to say that we are a small island state, Grenada. We don't produce plenty things here. We never found the oil and gas that Keith Mitchell talked about. So our beloved Prime Minister, the most Honorable Deacon Mitchell, he has to travel. He has to engage developmental partners, engage stakeholders, be at the table. In other words, you don't want to miss out on opportunities that can bring things to your country. Get grant aid, get funding, get support. Look, we are in a global village. You cannot just stay in Grenada and believe that somebody going to come and visit and bring 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. We saw what happened when he visited the Middle East. We subsequently got, 100 million US at concessionary rates. Look, our beloved Prime Minister has brought back some level of respect, some level of statesmanship to the office of Prime Minister. And there are some very important travel arrangements that must be made. He has to travel. He has to be at certain events and activity. You cannot stop that. Keith Mitchell used to travel very frequently, and we really and truly couldn't say anything because he had all 15 seats. But look, if they're jealous, envious, upset that he's doing so, well, then come back in government. Fight to come back in government, and then you'd get the chance to travel. There is a high level of enviousness and jealousy on the part of the NNP, and as a result, they would continue to complain, but our beloved Prime Minister has demonstrated time and time again he's not going on dry ride. He went to Cuba only recently. He signed a number of memorandum of understanding, and it continues to benefit our country that, the relationship forged between Grenada and Cuba 45 years and going strong. We saw our beloved Prime Minister travel to Greece, a very key, a very important meeting, engagement. Because you see, when you sit on the table, you can shake hands with the right people. You can meet the right people. You can negotiate with the right people to get things for your country. And that is what our Prime Minister has been doing for the last 22 or so months. And I want to congratulate him. Let them continue to scream and bawl and say that he's traveling too often. Then they should travel too with their own money. At the end of the day, he's not going on any dry ride. He's not going to Switzerland, St. Maurice in Switzerland, to collect any money in any briefcase. He's doing the people's business, the government of Grenada's business, and we are proud of him and we applaud him and we want to encourage him to continue doing what he's doing.
I even heard the statement made that said that the Prime Minister, if you're traveling so much, at least bring back the kakada. One of the boys said that. We don't see the kakada. Bring back something that we see that you're actually bringing back something of value when you travel. How do you care to respond to that? Or how should the administration respond to that in terms of the relations, and when they travel, it's for diplomatic purposes, and in many cases, is to build diplomatic relations. Is the administration doing a good enough job in telling and showcasing to the people that is the reason, and that is how you bring things, and big things that might take weeks and years, or probably even weeks and months, and not weeks and months, but years to even to actually manifest and show? Are they doing a good enough job?
Well, look, Junior, the NDC administration will never be able to please the NNP. Right now, we are being praised. Well, when I say we, the government and people of Grenada, we are being praised for managing things right, for doing things right, for building this place, transforming this place. There are so many positive things happening in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, but not once have you heard the NNP in particular applaud the government, commend the government, talk highly about the good things, the positive things that are happening. They are part of the complaining industry.
I heard one.
Well, at least you heard one. It means that they starting somewhere. And if I heard that, I would commend them for at least applauding one thing.
Kate applauded the cult. What was it? The ICT, the thing that they had with Orlando. What was it? Yeah, but she applauded it. I heard it.
What, the creative industry?
Creative industry. They had this conference, and I heard she applauded that. So when you say they didn't do one, I heard it. I heard her say that it was a good.
Right. Well, that's great. That's great. And then maybe we need to see more of them doing that, right? Because this same Kate Lewis, MP Kate Lewis, she complains so damn much that sometimes I get tired even listening to her. She complains, grinds and groan about everything in this place, as though heaven is falling apart and earth is going to just explode. But nevertheless, I am simply saying, my brother, we are in a different dispensation, a different epoch, a different time, a different form of governance is on display. You will not see the most honorable Deacon Mitchell going to Switzerland on whatever government visit or trip and then coming back and say he got X, Y, and Z money and is a damn money and so on in a briefcase. You would not see that. It is different, right? We have seen what the travels yield or brought to this country. More scholarships, more concessionary loans for agriculture, for healthcare, for education, more bilateral relationship established, right? We are better off as a people, as a nation, with a government whose style of governance is about transforming this country, is about building this country, is about developing this country. Deacon is different. He's totally different. So if they are saying he's not bringing back something in a briefcase, all they need to do is to go and ask the person who is, known for that, going out there and getting money. And when you ask how much money, even if the people who give, saying this is the amount I gave, X, Y, and Z, at the end of the day, he would say, this is the amount of I received, and they gave me because it is the money I've paid to travel. All this kind of stupidness. We have bypassed that. We are moving forward as a country. We are seeing the development taking place in this country. And I'm certain, Junior, you may have heard the kind of ratings this government got from Of course, on the FRAC
Yeah.
report,
Yeah.
they spoke highly about Grenada. You heard Leon Bullen. He made it very clear. He said, look, the Grenada's economy expanded further in 2023, driven primarily by activities in tourism and construction. The rate of inflation declined moderately, consistent, and it's really consistent, with global trends. So it has the rate of inflation that is declining. So the goods are not really going up as fast as, yes, you may think,
Right.
that it's going up at a faster rate, but it's declining, which is great. The labor market conditions improve as the economy continue to rebound, with jobs being added, in tourism and construction in quite a number of areas. We also heard him speak about the domestic banking sector remaining stable, and the unemployment rate is on the decline. He also spoke about visitor arrivals
Yes.
on the increase, 50.7 or so percent. Some 500,000 visitors came to Grenada, came to our shows, and it's up by a significant amount. He also spoke about the increase in public sector investments and increase in foreign direct investments. We are on the rise. And we have to be happy about that. He also spoke about the GDP. In other words, the gross domestic product.
Yeah.
He said, look, there has been a significant increase where that is concerned, which is good, 8.8% increase. He said, look, the amount of surplus, he spoke about the surpluses, and I'm talking about a person who is an expert
Right.
in the field of economics. He served as the economist for Anguilla, St. Lucia, with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. I mean, this is not just anybody speaking. This is the authority speaking, saying that the bill of health for our economy is really good. And he spoke about the kind of, robust nature of our economy. We have actually rebounded, and our economy is growing. Don't matter, there are some constraints, but we are fighting, we are getting there. So things are looking up for our country. And I am happy about that, and I think we all should be happy about that. But I can tell you who is not happy about this particular report. The NNP is not happy with the fact that the economy is doing well, and you have experts saying, putting the data on the table and saying that the economy is doing well. The NNP is not happy about it because they believe if the economy is doing well, then the Grenadian people will continue to embrace the NDC and to embrace this administration. And as a result, there is no chance of the NNP getting back into power.
Well, why is it so
Bring it on the knees.
Because I saw a number of programs, and what they're saying is complete contrast to what you're saying. They're speaking about the decaying and the deplorable health condition, and you would assume that it is getting from 100% worse than where it was 3 years ago. They're speaking about the education system and the deteriorating the education system. And when you take a look, I mean, you know as well as I that there are developments in both sectors. Is the administration doing enough to showcase what they're doing that leave weight for all this information to be circulated that is incorrect, basically, based on what is actually happening? Are they doing enough in terms of the PR?
Look, Junior, I want to agree that we need to see more in terms of PR. I agree with that. But we can also commend the NDC administration for putting information out there. In fact, in the last 4, 5, 6 months, they have done an excellent job. GIS, they have been doing a wonderful job. Government ministers, they have been doing a fantastic job. And you live online. You see it every single day. They post stuff. They put the information out there. But here it is. The NNP is notorious for spreading misinformation. In my belief, during 2008 to 2013, They dominated the airways with misinformation. If the truth sees the NNP, the truth will not recognize them. They are strangers of the truth.
What are the misinformation that they put out?
But let me tell you this. If you look at education, Junior,
Uh-huh.
the NDC has been in power for the last 22 months. That's 1 year and about 10 months. We saw the free tuition policy by the NDC administration.
Right.
There are young men and women attending TAMCC and NULO. They no longer have to find that $810 per year to pay to go to NULO or to go to TAMCC. It's free. The free hot meal program, the parent or the father or the mother, and many of those homes, they are single parent homes. The mother don't have to find that extra $3 for the secondary school student or that dollar for the primary. It's free. We are seeing schools being built. The Grenada Christian Academy. We know of the St. David Catholic Secondary School, down to be constructed. We know of the Grenville Anglican School, down to be constructed.
Right.
We saw teachers get back the doc money, the doc salaries that the NNP took from them. So they are now doing the extracurricular activities. Remember, there was a time that there was no intercall, no sports, no science fair, no debate, no nothing, you know.
Right.
They got back their money. We also saw them got increases. The TAMCC teachers and faculty, they were protesting, beating drum and blowing bubuzelas for months and months under the NNP. NDC came in and they paid them their money, millions of dollars. They went back to the classroom. They went back to the classroom and teach, right? We're also seeing a situation where the schools are given more assistance. They're empowered to do more things, right? So a lot is happening. The Grenadian history was reintroduced into the schools. Spanish is being taught at the primary school level now, you know. Spanish as a second language. You remember, you would get a little taste of something in the at the secondary school level. You go straight into Spanish, French, or whatever. But at the primary school level, 20 schools or so, they are now teaching Spanish, and then you get Mandarin at certain level, right? The Chinese language and so on. But I am simply saying the government is trying in the area of education. A lot is being done. Teachers are given assistance to get their first degree, their second degree, so that they can be qualified, competent enough to go in front of the classroom and teach, because the students would not be too advanced, so to speak. You know, there are situations where your students are way advanced, and you want to be, you know, at least on par with them. I am simply saying the government has only been there for 22 months. The NNP been there for 23 years and a half. And look at the things that the NDC was able to do within a very short space of time. But not only that, that's education. And that's just some. I can go on and on and on. The kind of scholarship and assistance given to Grenadians who are studying in UE, Barbados. The government of Grenada is paying everything for them now. I think they used to get a certain percentage, 80% or whatever, under NNP. Now they're getting 100%. But here it is, in healthcare, we know of the doctors, 8 or so doctors, new doctors brought on in the general hospital. We saw the clinics being refurbished and upgraded. Wester Hall Clinic or medical station, Good Hope Medical Station, Tivoli, man, we can go on and on. Victoria, the one in Victoria right by the seaside there, the Hillsborough Medical Station. They've signed on to agreements with different organizations, different countries around the world to get medication. We only see recently where medication, a container of medication with the AFIA Foundation that they sign on to. There are Grenadians home and abroad who are working their tail out to get medical supply, get equipment, get stuff back to Grenada, while the NNP and their surrogates, the goons and zygotes and sycophants remain bumping their gum, complaining all day long, and not even taking the initiative to get resources, get stuff for this country. Where is the relationship that they have forged over the many years? Keith Mitchell, for example, he has, what he said, $19 million. Some people claim that he made a mistake between the 1 and the 9, the position of that. But this man has not even invested in a pig pen to create 5 jobs for anybody in this country. And I make no bones about it. I make it clear everywhere I go. I am simply saying the NNP belongs to the complaining industry. It is time for them to stop complaining and become a responsible opposition party and use their connection, use their time and energy to get resources to help. We want to see the NNP in a clinic giving medication and supplies.
Yeah, but Kem, a lot of the things, some of the things that you mentioned, the pushback from the opposition is that a lot of this project was started under the former administration. So the current administration is benefiting from the fact that the foundation, some of the foundation was already set.
Well,
That's
Junior,
what you would get.
Junior, government is a continuum. In fact, the government will be dumb. Any party will be dumb to come into government and start everything from scratch. In fact, it is not even logical. It is barbaric on the part of those who would say, well, they met this there and they met that there. Well, the NNP benefited significantly from the NDC when George Brizan NDC was in power, when they brought the debt down to $340 or so million, and the NNP came in and it was a spending spree. They started to spend as though they were crazy, right? Not only that, when the NDC of 2008 to 2013, there were hunting projects that the NDC was able to secure financing for. They did all the work, but they didn't go and say, well, cry like some babies and say, well, we got this and we got that, and it was ours. Hello, the Grenadian people kick out the NNP. They boot them out, they kicked them out, they voted them out because they did not like the way they were governing the country and the things that they were doing. The NDC got the opportunity to govern, and it was smart on the part of the most honorable Deacon Mitchell not to go the route of the previous NDC. Because remember, some things came to a halt under the previous NDC.
Right.
Most honorable Deacon Mitchell, in his wisdom, decided to continue with the good projects, enhance some of them, do some more work. For example, this said road that is going to be constructed, I think they will be blocking it off soon in the Calivini area there, as a case in point. Typical example. They came and they met a project that was approved to be built. The road, just as it's narrow, thin, just how it is now. And you may have passed there, traveled there. Narrow, no sidewalks, no nothing, no arrangement, no cutting up, no nothing. The rock, nothing. Just pave and do it just like that. I don't know if you pass through Confor going into Library, for example. This narrow piece of thing.
Yeah.
Just so they meet it is just so they put it. This donkey cart road. The NDC decided, no, we're going to review this thing. We're going to change this thing, and we're going to make sure we incorporate sidewalks because you have houses there. We're going to cut the rock deeper so that the bigger trucks can pass in that particular area comfortably. You look at the school, for example, where the same Kate Lewis was invited to come and bump her gum and run she mouth, right? They didn't have to invite her, although she's the MP of the area. The NDC is doing things honorably. But nevertheless, they decided to do that school, the Grenada Christian Academy. Yes, the NNP may have started the process, but the NDC looked at this particular project and modernized it, incorporated rain harvesting in it, solar powered, some new facilities to that particular school. I am simply saying, Junior, it is ludicrous for anyone to say, well, the NDC is benefiting from what NNP had. It's almost 2 years since the NNP was given a good cut skin at the polls. So the NDC needs to take credit for all of these things. After 2 years, Junior, you telling me that the NNP still wants credit for what is happening in this country? Well, hear what I say, Junior. If you want to take credit for it, why didn't you pay the pension to the public officers who were protesting and marching in the streets of St. George's, in the streets of Hillsborough, in the streets of Grenville, in the streets of Sates? $75.1 million, money that was rightfully theirs. If you want to take credit for the what is happening here now, why didn't you regularize the public officers in this country? NDC is doing it now. If you want to take credit for what is happening here in this country, why didn't you initiate the spice replanting program? Why didn't you start the free tuition program? Why didn't you start the free hot meal program. Why didn't you start all those different programs? Why? Why didn't you, do these things? The NDC is doing it today. The NDC is doing that and getting great results. So you want to take credit? Well, you want to take credit for the entire term of the NDC? I am asking the question, Junior. Tell me who businessman would take over a company and start from scratch? Could that mean the company was really, really bad? You're starting from scratch. It is the duty of any government to lay a solid foundation for the next government to come. But you see, the NNP was caught off guard because historically, if NNP knew that NDC was going to win that election, because many a times they would get that kind of inclination, they would kind of have the sense that they would be defeated. They would clean the damn treasury, excuse my language, they would clean it, clean it out. In fact, in the lead up to the last general election, Junior, the NNP administration spent almost $55 million on their boys, their pimps and their friends to build like a concrete drain, concrete road, concrete this, job for the boys. You understand the point? Because they were working extremely hard to clean the treasury. You hear them talk about the pregnant treasury and they made the pregnant treasury. Junior, NNP is angry with the fact that they were caught off guard. They were caught off guard. They thought they were going to win again.
But
because,
as they said, and as the current prime minister said, that they met a pregnant treasury. There was a lot of money there. It enabled the administration to do more, to meet their obligations, to do the things that they said that they could have done. Because what if the prime minister came in and the treasury was insufficient funds in order to pay pension? What would have been the case then? He would not have been able to do it.
Our beloved prime minister, the most honorable Jacob Mitchell, said it well during the campaign. And I can recall vividly, he stated that even if his government has to take a loan to pay the pension of our Grenadian brothers and sisters who worked damn hard for many years to build this place and to retire with dignity, not retire back into poverty, he will do it. So jump high, jump low, treasury have or ain't have. Our Grenadian brothers and sisters would have had that opportunity to get their money, get their pension, get their gratuity. I am saying to you further, Junior, when NDC of Uncle Tilly won the election, the treasury was empty. It was skin broke. Why? Because the wind of change was blowing. The NNP knew that the Grenadian people were ready to kick them out of power. And they went on a spending spree, the NNP administration. This time around, God Almighty had it that they had to, have that kind of mindset that they're coming back. And money had to be there. Thank God Almighty he did what he did. I praise him, I thank him, I glorify him. Because if they thought that they were going to lose that election, boy, we would have been in a different everything in this country.
Interesting here, guys. We're speaking here with Kem Jones, and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity, of course, to chime in, call in. The phone lines are open. Number right there on the screen, 718-701-5720. Kem Jones is going to piss a lot of people off. He is known for saying the darnest thing and speaking his mind. No difference here today, as you were already seen. Give me an opportunity to chat with him. There might be things that you are hearing from Kem Jones that you want to push back on. No problem. Call in. Let us talk about it right now. Again, the number on the screen, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Call directly on WhatsApp. So can we...
I want to make a little point here, Junior. I think I left out the fact that the NNP during the campaign was actually saying these young men and women, they are inexperienced, they cannot manage, they would wreck the economy, they would mess up things for our people. But look today, and that's not the first time. Year in, year out, you're hearing from the experts when they analyze the data, they tell you that Grenada is healthy economically. They give you a clean bill of health for the economy of the country, and they're managing well. So I don't know if they're defying gravity or if they're shattering the expectation of those who doubted them, right? But I'm simply saying that they are doing well. They are trying their best. They have a long way to go still, you know. A term is 5 years. Some of those NNP, zygotes, sycophants, and goons believe that the NDC was elected for 2 years. Not 2 years. They were elected for 5 years and I think 90 days, 5 years and 3 months. And they have enough time to do many things for the Grenadian people. So far, they are fulfilling the promises that they made to the Grenadian people step by step. And we need to recognize that.
Absolutely. We got a call on the line. Let's jump to that call. I think she muted herself. Caller, you there? All right, we seem to lost that call. Again, guys, if you're calling us in, you call the number 718-701-5720. We want to hear, damn, a mosquito.
I hope it was not the NNP that do that to you. You know, be careful. Eh?
Stop.
I hope it's not the mosquito man. I was about to give you some bop.
We got a call on the line.
Popping out the mosquito man.
Caller, your line. Where you calling us from?
Hi, good evening, Junior, and good evening to Mr. Jones. First, I'd like to make a disclaimer that anything that I have to say, I do not wish for it to be used as a political football. I'm speaking here as a patriot. Now, I'd like to ask Mr. Jones, because he seemed to be more of a PR for the party than the party's PR. I'd like to ask him, like, you know, or you as well, Junior, like, why not the party's PR? Why Kem Jones? Because I am having a challenge with the party's PR where I just do not feel as if they are doing enough. I personally do not feel as if the PR of the National Democratic Congress is doing enough. And I hope and I wish that they're actually listening. And as I said, it has nothing to do with football. That I hope that they're actually listening and they go back to the drawing board, come up with a team if it means that the working PR person is a little bit too busy, that we need a team and we need the information disseminated out here, because I am understanding that a lot of things are actually available for individuals. For example, there are scholarships that are available, there are programs that are available that no one is applying for. Does it really mean that no one is interested, or is it a case where no one knows that it's out there? And me, I read a lot. I follow parliaments, I follow programs like these, I follow other educational or bickering programs. But how many persons have the time or is dedicated to really do that? So, I mean, I've said it on a program yesterday. I think I charged the party's PR to really take it more serious. I hope we are not complacent. I hope we are not still rejoicing on the victory. And I hope we understand that we have an election to win and the time is coming very quickly. Also, I'd like to speak to the individuals of the party. Well, you know, party supporters, where I mean, recently a party supporter took me on in the comment section saying, like, you know, oh, you people support the NMP and you don't want the party to succeed. And I support the National Democratic Congress wholeheartedly without an apology. And I just didn't respond because I sometimes I have that challenge with Kem Jones as well, where if someone positively critiques the party, they feel as if you are against the party. No, I am a patriot before I am a supporter of the party. I support the party because I am a patriot and I believe that they are the better choice.
Right.
No, when I voted for you and I support you and I'm telling people to vote for you, if I see you're doing something, I need to let you know, listen, I support you. I think you're doing a great job. However, let's work on this. So the party supporters who just feel like anything you say that is against the party, like they want to swallow up your throat, I urge you guys to stop doing that. Because if I didn't support the National Democratic Congress and I was thinking about coming over, and I ask a question and you take me on like that in the comment section, I just may change my mind, because some people don't really vote because of country.
Right.
They vote for many other reasons. So that's basically just it. And then the last point I wanted to make is for some of the MPs. I cannot say you are not doing anything,
Right.
but your PR is really, really, really weak. And there's this particular MP that has never made a contribution in like parliament and stuff like that. I just want us to kind of buck up on that. Like, let's go back to the town hall. Let's go back to the educational programs. Let's let people know what we are doing. Like, let's get the arms in the party up and running. Like, we have an election to win. So campaigning should start from now. And let's forget that we won the election and let's focus on winning the next election.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your input. Appreciate you. Kem?
Well, for me, I want to thank the caller for expressing her opinion. I did listen to that program that you called and made a similar comment regarding the PR. For me, I stay on top of nearly everything in this country. I am second to none, and that is why I can tell you that you called a particular program and you did a similar thing, and that's great. But let me tell you this, we are living in a different time, my dear. There's time and place to say things, and if you're a part of a party, you got to be tactical, you have to be strategic. Right? You don't wash your dirty linen in public. That time has passed. That's the old NDC. In other words, if you have issues, you have concern, there are channels, there are ways and means to do so. I do not expect you to go under some platform or some forum and say X and say Y. You might be doing more damage than good. So you have to be strategic in what you do. So while it's all good to criticize, while it's all good to, comment and say certain things, there are forums, there are ways. I say to people, if you believe that you want to say certain things, you're not happy with certain things, link up with me. Or you want to speak to Andy? We're going to get you to speak to him. You want to speak to that person, maybe somebody lower? You don't get it to speak to him. We can't be like the old NDC. Every time you're angry or you're upset with something, you run out and you yap. You say X, you say Y. No. The days of that is over. You see, right now, the NNP, they're fighting. It's a bloody, a bloodbath. Politically, they're fighting in the public. I love that. I want to see more of that happening to the NNP. Let them fight. No convention, no general council. Let them wrestle, right? Peter versus Keith versus Emlyn. I love that. Politically, I love that. I don't want to see NNP survive. I want to see them in the center cemetery politically. So I'm saying to those who say, well, you're NDC and you love NDC, you got to be tactical. You may not like everything, but there's time and place. Because if you say certain things and you do certain things, NNP go take it and they go use it as but something against you. Right? It's like you're selling guns to the Indians. So you have to be tactical. You have to be strategic. So I agree with you. I respect the fact that you are out there and you love your party. You want to see your party survive. And look, the PR, they are improving. Let's give them that. They are improving. They're not there yet, but they're improving. And the reason why I am out here is because I'm passionate about my country too, boy. I'm passionate about Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique too. And I've always been that kind of vocal person on issues, taking on the issues when a lot of people were afraid to do so. So I thank you very much, caller. And don't be afraid. If you have a little concerns and so on, look, my number, I tell a partner, my number is similar to 911, Everybody knows my number. WhatsApp me, message me, call me if you can't get who, and I will get you to speak to them. Sit down. You always get more out of a meaningful engagement, a meaningful dialogue. It's one thing to go on some platform, some program and bump your gum, as old people would say, or say all kind of stuff, and you believe that you're getting somewhere. But at the end of the day, if you sit with that person, you may discover differently. Because, Junior, there are some people who don't really know Kem Jones. They see the man on the program, they hear him talk. They may not like his gesticulation. They may not like his tonation. They may not like his usage of certain language, certain words. They may not like certain things about him. But when they get to sit or lime or to chill or to be around the man, they say, nah, boy, that damn boy have vibes. You understand? The boy real. You understand the point? But Junior, that is what you need. So sometimes you don't know a person, somebody tell you about them when you see them for once, just one occasion, and you start to say all kind of things about them.
Right.
And when you get to discover the person, you say, nah, boy, that person is a nice person. Because, Junior, I discovered you. You're a genuine soul, yeah? You understand the point? And I say that openly. I never knew you when you were growing up and young and that. No, but I discovered you. And you have some really good sides to you. Some people may say, well, I ain't like Junior, I like this, I ain't like it. At the end of the day, I grow to understand. You need to embrace the good aspects, the good traits, the good character traits, the good attributes, the good values, things about people.
Right.
And then that's what we have to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Caller, are you there? All right, caller made a point and she listening. 718-701-5720. We're chatting here with Kem Jones. A lot of things pissing him off.
Let me tell you one thing that pissing me off.
I want to hear.
Why them NNP and them vex with the people in the diaspora, including you, because you're in the diaspora.
Well, I like a move back.
Hear this. What they think? They think that they're more Grenadian than you, the people in the diaspora. So there are some folks in Grenada who believe that they are more Grenadian than you, the people who left here to go and find greener pastures, to make your little kakada, to build your little home, start your little business and do things. They're not more Grenadian than you. And they're challenging the fact, Junior, that we have, in the first quarter of this year, 1,273 people registering to vote or to participate in our elections. And it's kind of 1,273. And a normal...
That's normally about 50-something in a normal election.
Correct is right. On a normal day, a normal month, a normal quarter, you would have about 150 or 60 or 70 people registering. Fights to you. Some people like this. They're angry, they're bitter, they're pissed. And I think it's pissing them off more than it's pissing any reasonable person off. Because they believe that our people who are living, our brothers and sisters who are living in the diaspora, the people here, those who believe that they are, on top of the fray, they believe that they are more Grenadian than the folks in the diaspora. You're damn lie. Let me tell you why. This year, 2023, do you know that the people in the diaspora sent back home $208 million back to this economy in 2023 alone? That's just remittances and that's cash. We are not talking about barrels with foodstuff and clothes and all kind of thing. We are not even talking about the jobs that they have created here with their small businesses that they have started here in Grenada. So I am saying to these people who believe that they're smart and they become some kind of, authority to speak when it comes to our brothers and sisters registering to vote. But let me tell you, they are now going into the law. But here, Junior, I challenge anyone out there. The law that governs voting in Grenada is very, very clear. Junior, you don't have to be a constitutional lawyer. The Representation of the People's Act, that particular law, is what governs the electoral process in Grenada. And it states, in number 5, the right of a person to vote. Hear what it says. Subject to this act, a person is entitled to vote in an election in a constituency if on polling day he is qualified and registered as an elector in the constituency and his name appears on the current list to be used for that constituency. So, Junior, you qualify because you get registered.
Yes.
You're a registered voter. You have an identification card. Your name is on the list in that constituency. You are registered. You could vote. But here what it says further. Entitlement to registration. It tells you if you could get registered or not. And what are the criteria? It says 1, subject to Section 7, a person shall be entitled to be registered as an elector in any one constituency if he is a citizen of Grenada. First and foremost, if you're a citizen of Grenada, no matter you go and live in America, you go and live in New York, you go in Miami, you go in Canada, you go in England, you go Trinidad. Once you're a citizen of Grenada, you are entitled to register and you're entitled to vote. Hear this. It says B, if you're a Commonwealth citizen who has resided in Grenada for a period of less than 12 months immediately before the date of the registration. So 12 months before, you're a Commonwealth citizen.
Right.
Because you're Grenadians first and foremost, and then you're a Commonwealth citizen. But if you're talking about Grenada, you cannot consider the citizens of Grenada to be Commonwealth first. You consider them to be Grenadians.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You understand the point? Once you attain the age of 18 and you're ordinarily resident in the constituency, meaning that you have a house there, you have some address there, you're from there, you're a resident of that constituency, right? It's not saying that you have to come back in Grenada and spend 5 years before you could vote. No, 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 no. No. So what some of these people want to do is to say to people, well, I don't want you to participate because you ain't living here. You're not more Grenadian than me. Well, we all are Grenadians. If you are living overseas or you're living in Grenada, you're a Grenadian and you have equal rights. No one could stop that. So I want to encourage you. When you're coming here for funerals, when you're coming for wedding, you're coming for carnival, you're coming for all the events, please register. And all you need is a passport, a Grenadian passport once it's not expired, or a birth certificate. And if you need help, call Kem Jones. As long as you believe in the transformation agenda and you want Grenada to transform and move forward, I am here to help you. We are here to help you, and you will get registered. Let them stay and cuss and quarrel and fight over the fact that our Grenadian brothers and sisters are getting registered to participate in our electoral process. Let them deal with
But only from that 1,000 that the majority might be an NDC, but how could you be sure that they're not supporting NNP or any other party?
Right. And that's a very good question. That's a question you have to ask them, because they are actually concluding that, look, all the people who got registered, they are pro-government, they're NDC, they want to see the government survive because historically, there will never be that kind of urgency to register, to vote, if you ain't like what's going down in the country. So anybody who is analytical, who is politically savvy, they would conclude that the people who are registering, it means that they like what's happening, they love what's happening in the country, the majority of them at least, and we know, and they know, the NNP knows. Don't think they know. They know that the majority of people who have registered to date, they're from the diaspora, because I have taken on a pet project to get as many people as possible in the diaspora to register. And so far, I have the data. I know the majority of these people are folks, Grenadian brothers and sisters in the diaspora who got registered, and we want to encourage the others to do so. In fact, Junior, I will be in the United States for a Grenada Day. I will be for Labor Day. I'm going down to Miami. I'm going to Canada. It's my intention to go to the United Kingdom. I've been to the United Kingdom on two occasions. But I'm simply saying I will go out there to say to our brothers and sisters who are living in the diaspora, who are working out there, you are not only good for sending barrels, foodstuff, and clothes, and sending back money home. You are also good to ensure that Grenada continues to transform and that Grenada remains on the right path. And that is what is putting these people, you know what I say? The same stick that beat the black dog is the same stick that coming back and beat the white dog now. You know, there was a time, Junior, and let me tone down. There was a time in Grenada, Junior, when plane loads of people used to come back because what used to happen? A particular party used to mobilize and organize the people out there and bring them back. Boy, tickets or so. You hear me? Tickets. But now, they have lost the diaspora support. They have cussed the people in the diaspora. They have abandoned the people in the diaspora. They've abandoned the people. They've lost the trust of the people in the diaspora. So as a result, everything for them, pronounce the name diaspora. For these people, they're going to hear what they're cussing you. Junior, the new obscenity is just a diaspora. And you will know what happened. I'm simply saying they are not more Grenadian than the people in the diaspora. We have equal rights, every one of us. We have equal rights to participate. So all what they have to do is to mobilize and organize too now. Why they getting on so? Why they vex with all you so? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm saying for people continue the process.
I'm just looking at it from a different perspective, Kem. I'm going to be devil's advocate for a second here, right? The 1,000 whatever amount of people that registered there, it could possibly mean, and I mean, again, I'm just being devil's advocate, it could possibly mean that there are a lot of people that the NNP was able to mobilize because they're not satisfied with administration. You could make the argument that the former administration has put on a number of programs and platforms and build personalities to defend the position and to push the agenda. That probably resonating to a lot of people in the diaspora. We don't know that to be a fact. So to conclude that all the support is because of the happy and the vibrant and the niceness and the loving NDC is not a guarantee. Looking at it from the state.
Well, Junior, why would you then complain? if you were instrumental in getting these people to register
And
and
that's true.
the numbers are looking good on your side, why do you complain? Why do you grind and groan? Why do you scream aloud as somebody in labor? Why do you cry like a little baby without what? You didn't get milk? You didn't get milk to go by, or sweet water? I mean, this thing is common sense. And look, Junior, I have the data. I have the numbers. I know what we have been
Okay.
doing. I know, I'm
Okay.
not guessing this. I know what we have been doing. And so far, it is now bringing forth fruits. And we will intensify such, because the transformation agenda must continue. Grenada is on the right path. They're in the right hands. The most honorable Deacon Mitchell is doing a fantastic job. And we are all proud of him. And we want to encourage the team to continue to do what they're doing. They're doing a fantastic job.
718-701-5720, guys. We're speaking here with Kem Jones, who, always have a lot to say. Always information that is useful. And Kem, I have to give it up to you, right? I watched a program that you did the other day. And again, you were very clear in putting forth the information and contrasting information. I know you did a lot of hard work on it. You were able to show videos to support your argument and contrast another radio personality or platform on what she was saying. And I think you were able to successfully bring forth a very strong point of information, not coming from your mouth, but from other newscasts and other information that was circulating. I think you did a good job in compiling that, and you really delivered the story. So I had to give you kudos on that, because I know it's hard work putting programs together like that.
Seldomly people recognize good deeds and good work. So I want to thank you, Junior, for acknowledging that, because I always view your program and your platform, and I can tell you, my brother, you're an expert in this field, and I'm learning from you. And if I am now showcasing what I learned from you, it means that we are on the right track and I'm going in the right direction.
Nice. Kem, I want to talk about unification, right? I am a Grenadian first. I am a person who likes to see everyone come together, because we only 100,000 people. I don't have a litmus test in who I assist. I don't have a litmus test in who support me or who I support, right? I'm a Grenadian first. But there is so much of a divide between political parties and agendas and thoughts and processes, right? What could we do? What is it that we need to do collectively to help to try to come together, right, as a people, to go forward in implementing strong changes? What is it that we need to do?
The first thing we need to do, Junior, is to mobilize and organize and get rid of the NNP totally. All the MPs, all these folks who've been there for donkey years with their tribal politics. We have a new breed of politicians in this place. They're forward thinking, they are inclusive, they are reaching out, they want this country to be transformed and developed. And you have the old guards who are within the NNP. In fact, Keith Mitchell will be what, how much? Almost 80 something, or 80? I mean, he has been there for 40 years in this politics. Peter David has been around for a damn long time too. And nearly all of those folks on that side. So we need to mobilize and organize and get rid of them from the political scene totally, and bring a new breed of politicians who understand that it's about Grenada first, country first. As long as you have NNP there, Junior, I could tell you, the tribal politics will never go away, because they miss what they had, they bitter, they angry. Some people don't have to agree with me, but I'm telling you, they miss what they had, they're jealous, they're envious with what is happening in the country, things are happening in the country. And look, there would never be a situation where they're going to come together. Remember, the former Prime Minister, Uncle Tilly, when Ivan devastated Grenada, Uncle Tilly and the team, well, Peter was a part of that team too. There was 7 seats for the NDC and 8 for the NNP.
Right.
Because the election of 2003 saw the NDC getting 7 seats, NNP 8. In fact, NDC should have won that election with some kind of problem in Carriacou, 6 or 7 votes or whatever. All right? But here it is. Uncle Tilly said, well, look, the country devastated, damaged, destroyed, the housing stock, agricultural, just name it. Let us come together. You know what the individual turned around and said? You know what the Morocco, I normally call some people in some nice, unique name. The Morocco, the old Kribo. a old lady tell me how the old Kribo, he turn around and say, 2 male crabs can't stay in the same hole. You don't want no unity, you mad? The man ain't want to tal. Right? And here it is. He was asked over and over and over during that 40 years, let's work together on certain things. Walk where? You joking? Boy, we need to mobilize, organize. I don't mind me calling you, boy. You know we good.
Yeah.
We need to mobilize, organize, and get rid of those folks who've been there for the donkey years. Right? The tribal politics, the bitter politics, and we need a new breed. Because you have a population that's about, 65% under 40 or so years. All people want to benefit and transform. There's a heightened level of patriotism in the country now. Some people understand that in and outside of Grenada, a heightened level of patriotism. People are giving back. People are serving their country. People want good for their community. People want good for the country. So you still stuck in this kind of bitter way, you will be losing and not winning and not gaining. Look at NNP, for example, Junior. They have not been able to attract anybody new, you know. Nobody new. The same old thing. You see, when they have their meetings, Gregory Bowen, Alvin Dabrio, Keith Mitchell, Clarice, who again, and then you will see Emlyn. Well, they normally have Peter, because Peter is a kind of outside stepchild boy, that. I'm simply saying, for Grenada to move forward, for the place to come, for you to come together and develop. Look, I meet NNP people every day. Sometimes we laugh, we giggle and so on, but don't think I'm taking my eye out from them, You joking? This is a competitive sport. And I will say it abundantly clear. I will crush my enemies politically, because if they get a chance, they would not only crush me, they're going to go after my offsprings, all the roots, everything, to make sure that I never surface. It's a competitive sport. At the end of the day, while you say, we're going to come together, we're going to do this, do that, you still have to keep your eyes open and use your head and not your toe to think, because they want what you have. They want your job. You have to make sure, because you have to make sure that you have the edge always over them to be re-elected, and you have to take care of your people, support your people, so that your numbers will always be up there. That's politics all around the world.
But equally as bad is a one state party where you only have a state where you only have one party, and equally as bad as what we were complaining about the last time is having that. So if you crush NNP and there's no opposition party, what does that mean for the NDC? Don't you think that the opposition party make them stronger?
Well, they go crush me if I ain't crush them. In other words, they want what the NDC has. This thing is live. In other words, there's this statement. Is it killed or be killed? Something like that, right? And we're just using it here figuratively and in a political context.
You know the algorithm. How the algorithm don't like them words.
Yeah, I know. But it's we're using it in a political context here. But I'm simply saying the reality is the reality. In the politics, small island politics, brother.
Yeah.
If you believe you go treat your opponent nice and play nice with them, they go come back and they will take what you have. It is simple like that. They're going to use it against you. You have to make sure that you dominate this thing and you control this thing, and you make sure you have the edge always. So there's some things we could come together on, There's some things we could come together on. Because look, for example, NDC in the parliament, boy, the honorable, they treating the opposition people nice. The constituency allowance, how much you getting? $10,000? Constituency allowance. They have all the opportunity to get exit. What, $5,000 I think they're getting? Once you're getting everybody getting $5,000 and what all? Right there, they're nice. But when they go on their political platform, the Rara, you just played the Clarice Modest. She just didn't have the usual old wig that I normally, But I'm saying to you, Junior, where she said that, made those statements on their political platform. So when they go on their political platform with the politics, it is big punch, Boodoo bap. They're going after the NDC because they want what the NDC has. This thing is clear cut. Your opposition in the politics, they want what you have. If you go and play nice with these people, you could be around them. but you have to watch them with 29 eyes, all in the back, watch them. Because they want what you have. This thing is clear, brother. So this talk about unity, it sounds nice. Coming together, it sounds nice. If they get a chance, they want deacons, the most honorable Deacon Mitchell's job. They want all the ministers' job. That is why every day when they go on the political platform, they do all kind of things. It's what they're saying. This thing is not joke. You can't be nice with these people. They go crush you. Even their supporter. Hear this. Let me make a last point here.
Yeah.
I met a lady. Her family is big. And boy, she benefited from the free tuition program for two of her kids. She has $2,000 benefiting from the hot meal program. You hear me? She retired. She get her kakada. She pension and she gratuity. They fixing the piece of road where she living. You know what a woman told me said? She said, if the election is called today or tomorrow, she's still voting for NNP. You hear me? So, boy, watch. At the end of the day, you have to understand the politics, and it is what it is. She get all of that, and she still says she voted for NNP because she's an NNP. You hear me? She was in the hot sun matching, fighting for she kakada, she pension and gratuity. She get it now. With money comes independence. So when they get most money, $5,000, they get now $10,000 as allowance. They believe they could say anything and do anything and cost government. That's what they're doing there. I am simply saying to you, if they get a chance, NDC don't standing up. Boy, this thing is a competitive sport.
We got a call.
People, take care of your people.
Let's take this call. Caller, you live. Where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from New Jersey.
New Jersey, go right ahead.
Yeah, Junior, I'm a patriot Canadian. I'm not no party affiliated. I love my country.
Yes.
Whatever makes my country happy, that's why I go ahead.
Right.
Now, I remember, can you remember what year it was when Secretariat was in the 50s and they say it was a landslide? My son called me, Daddy, we win a landslide. And I said, let me tell you something. I didn't pray to be a fool. I said, anything you're doing, don't have opposition, wait somebody to tell you that you're going wrong, it is definitely not right. No country is going to be improving without an opposition.
True.
Right? So this is my view. I think that, and I want to say to Kem Jones, he should be on the front line. He has to able to take constructive criticism. And if you can't take constructive criticism, then you no need to be on the front line. People have views, people are going to see things, people have different way they feel. You have your feelings, I have my feelings, I see something. I may not be right, but this is how I feel. So you cannot bash me and block me and all because I didn't go your way. This is what makes the problem so tense, because everybody wants things to be in the pot, cooking up, boiling nice. All right? So this is my contribution.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. Appreciate you. Kem?
Well, for me, I want to thank the caller for his opinion. And let me tell you this, Junior, my brother. I remember in the lead up to the election, those NNP who come under my platform causing problem, I block them. And who vex, that's their business. That's your business. That's my position. Just as you have a position, I block you off. Because they became useless. They were causing problems, trouble. They had no use then. After the election, we won the election, I unblock you, you're back again. McIntosh, my good partner, bring him back all the time, bring them back. I said, come back on. Come and learn something. Maybe you might be able to, learn a thing or two. So what? At the end of the day, Junior, everybody would not like me, but I'm frank. You hear me, Junior? I am plain. When that election at Gandhi was very, very important. And I make it clear. I remember I was in a shop and I said, give everybody their drink except an aunt. I had an aunt there. She came. I said, don't give her no drink. She's an NNP. Around the election time, I said, don't give her no drink. After the election, I'm giving her a case because we won the election. I'm giving her a case of drink now. Me and her, we tight like glue, like wax. We tight. Yes. I stated clearly, if my lady, you hear me, turn around and say she voting for NNP, I done with her. I make it very clear. my brother, my sister, and so on, because the election was too serious to just be playing and gimmicking around. This thing was too serious. You hear me? Brother, at the end of the day, you don't have to like Kem Jones. Right? But I am frank, what you see is what you get. Because a Grenada to move forward, you have to be firm and you have to do things differently. Because historically, the NDC supporters were just, casual, taking the thing easy. I remembered when a NNP household, the woman and her husband, husband and wife, put their children, sit down, and tell them, if you vote for that party that they support, and they explain what the party was doing for them, they can't come back in the house, And they were doing that for many years, setting it very, very straight, making them know that that is what it is. I am saying the same kind of attitude sometimes we have to deploy to say to our people, this thing is serious. It's a serious business.
Yeah, but Kem, what about respecting someone else's position?
No, I respect everybody's position, Junior, when the caller just a while ago, he spoke, I said, thank you very much, caller, for your opinion, but my opinion is different. My viewpoint is different. It is simple like that. You have your opinion. In fact, opinion is like flushing a toilet every single day. It is what it is. A person sees something differently and they express themselves. That's their business. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Look, I have been castigated. I have been attacked. I have been all kind of video to make up, but I'm still standing. So what? I might back broad. So
you have to be.
Well, there are people who say, well, if you're in the front line and you can't take criticism and you can't take, well, the amount of criticism I'm taking my whole life, I start to look like it. I am simply saying, at the end of the day, you don't have to like what I say, and I don't have to like what you say. But we good. We okay. So I thank the caller. I applaud the caller. Nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, there comes a time when you have to put your foot down, and you have to be firm and very serious about certain things. The last election was that, exactly that. And the upcoming election will be even more important. If you think that they got licks, well, the next election, we're sending them for the Bowley whip. Remember them days, Junior? We're sending them for the Tam Brown whip, and we're telling them to plait it. And then politically, they will get that blows at the polls come the next election.
Hamlet Max said on the interview that you did with him, I learned a lot, because Hamlet is someone, as I said in my interview with Hamlet, he basically introduced me to media. I respect Hamlet for that position over the years. He made some very controversial, not controversial, he did what he had to do. Let's put it like that. I respect Hamlet. But in the interview that you did with him, he said that if NDC is clever, they would pay any money to keep Dr. Mitchell there. Do you feel that same way? Do you feel like he's a liability on the party?
Well, look, Keith Mitchell has always been a liability for the NNP after the last election, right? In other words, you lost. You've been there for quite a while. You lost. And the main reason why you lost is because you are the helm. You, Prime Minister, you were there. You became very polarized, controversial, problems left, right, and center. You're the problem. At least one of the major problems. So he has always been that, right? And look, I want Keith Mitchell to remain there. I want them to wreck that thing, I want Keith Mitchell to fight with Peter David politically, fight with all of them, wrestle them. That old Kribo, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Fight with them. Stay there. I love that. NDC, look, I want it to just remain just so. Don't go anywhere. I want the people to go back and vote him for leader within the NNP. Go back and vote him for that. I want him to be there because he believes that he can be there forever and ever. Yeah. In fact, a lady gave me a joke, Junior. She said, but wait, Keith Mitchell hair don't get in gray. She said the man hair black like a baby that just come from labor. That a lady just, delivered in labor, blacker than me and yours, Junior. So the man believes that he can remain there forever. He believes that he can't get old, he's not going to get old. So, at the end of the day, let the man stay there. I want them to fight, and continue fighting. So vote the man back there and keep him there within the party and let him wreck it and go in the center cemetery did like GLP. Remember GLP suffered the same fate, Yeah, it happened with the NNP. I predict that. So let it remain that way. Hamlet Mack is correct. Well, Hamlet Mack, he's a political mercenary. I'm telling you, I interviewed him some time back and he was accused of being that and he accepted. He accepted that he's a political mercenary. But he's my good partner. And he's Peter partner too and he's Keith partner too. So you don't know where he stand. But let him talk, right? Yeah.
No, I believe that I support a strong opposition because I think that a strong opposition, as the caller said, makes governing. It keeps everybody on the heel. Like everything else, people become complacent. You don't have nobody to oppose. You just sit there, everything just going. You avoid. I hated the 15-0. I hated that twice, 3 times, whatever. Never like. So I think that we should have an opposition. NDC will operate better if they have an opposition.
Yeah, but I think we're not on the same page because I believe that there should be a responsible opposition in any country.
Yes.
I am for that. I've always been against 15 seats. I've always, and the record will show that. But don't expect me to help them to get strong to come and beat me.
True.
You're joking.
Right.
No, sir, putting spice wood, campus wood, all kind of wood under the pot. Let them fight over there. Let them wrestle for leadership. Nothing wrong with that. Let them fight. What's wrong with that? I don't care about them there. If you're concerned about that's your business, let them go and help them. That's your business. I want to see the NNP mash up. I want to see the thing wreck. I want to see the old Kribo fighting with Peter. And I want to see are you joking? I want to see them in the ring, coughing and fighting. I want to see that. What you want to see is your business. I'm glad for you. But I'm saying to you, if it was the other way around, they would have wanted to see. They would have loved to see NDC in that kind of position.
Do you think that the party might be stronger under Peter?
Oh, Peter David?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Peter David is as bad politically as Keith Mitchell, Is 6,500. All of them is the same thing.
What about Emlyn?
Don't even talk about Emlyn. Emlyn Pair is worse than the two. As you watch it, Emlyn Pair, she's worse than the two. You think, that woman, you think she easy? You ever see a snake when you go under the cocoa? You ever go under the cocoa, but you're from St. Andrew? Munich? Which part you from, Junior?
Yes, Kev. Yes, I'm
Munich?
Yes.
Right, so you have cocoa up there. They snake under the cocoa. You can't even see them well under the cocoa. But they there and if they snake under the cocoa. She worse than Peter and Keith. All of them is the same thing. The same, you put them in a barrel, all of them is the same thing. They have no forward, they have no plans, no progressive, nothing. They're not visionaries. They have nothing, that can transform and build this place. They're still analog. Keith Mitchell, Peter, and Emily, they're still black and white TV. They're still the blue soap phone. They're still the BlackBerry phone. They can't be updated. They cannot learn anything progressive and new. They have no vision. They lack that. We're talking about that old school politician, Instead of they saying Wi-Fi, they're saying Wi-Fi. They don't understand this thing. You're mad. They don't understand the technology. They don't understand nothing whatsoever. They're yap. Keep people still in the parliament, causing and fighting for some paper to print some paper thing in this day and age. All dug and kept of a little tablet, of a little phone, and they reading thing. Look at it. I just read the law for you from a piece of phone. You understand? They're outdated. They're black and white TV. We have smart TVs now. We don't have time for that. So the worst one day, Junior, is the snake. Emlyn Pear is a political snake under the cocoa leaf on them. And you know about them cocoa leaf and them snake that going under there? Watch it. She no good politically or better politically than Keith or Peter. All of them is the same thing. Peter, Peter is what about? Peter is my good partner and my good Peter is my good pally wall,
Now, Peter is my partner, Peter is my rebel.
Peter Day's done politically. Let me tell you this. I know NNP very well. You hear me?
You used to. You was a party. Yes.
I took on Keith Mitchell already. I know about this guy. I know about that whole Kribo. Let me tell you this, brother. Anytime you leave a next party and you believe you could go in NNP and get any senior position inside there, they go use you like a pen light battery, like a ever ready battery. And when they're using you, they putting you all in the sun. After they realize you're dead, they still put you in the sun. thinking that they go get like a life in it. They're using you like a ever-ready battery. And then after that, they're just discarding you. They're getting rid of you. They're studying Peter. You think they're studying Peter? Peter's an outsider going inside it trying to get leadership. Keith would not allow that. Keith don't want that because Keith won't be able to control X, Y, and Z. No matter what. Anyways, at the end of the day, I am saying to you, Junior, Grenada is on the right track. I understand. What's that lady name that has been on the YouTube thing there?
I don't even know it. I don't even know.
She was with that boy there, man. She was with the boy there, the rapier boy.
I don't know.
Again,
I don't even know.
Yeah. I understand the woman vex. She vexed that we were able to hire Grenadians, our Grenadian brothers and sisters, competent Grenadians, to run a Secretariat for Independence. You hear me? Our Grenadian brothers and sisters. And they did a very, very good job, an excellent job. And Junior, you can attest to that. They did a very good job in promoting the 50th, right? From the get-go, from the launch. That was oh boy, with all the events, go all the way up. Every single one of them was well done, well executed. They did a good job, and they should be paid properly. Because you know this, if it was a white man, and look, I'm not racist, you know. If it was some foreigner, they paying them all kind of money to come and do the same thing that our Grenadian brothers and sisters could do. So I understand the opposition asked in the parliament to know the salaries that were paid to our Grenadian brothers and sisters who worked in the Secretariat and who still in the Secretariat doing work. Because remember, we're doing a whole year thing, huh?
Yeah.
So they got the list of all the salaries and so on of the ministers and, you know, not the ministers, sorry, of the people in the Secretariat. They got the salaries and so on. It is our Grenadian brothers and sisters. Pay them the money. Pay them the money that they're supposed to be paid. Because if it was some foreigner and they get their big money, you ain't asking nothing. Jealous. Because why? A certain woman daughter didn't get a blind to sing in one or two of them concerts. And as a result, they want to know how much money Ricardo Kings Douglas was paid, how much money Gail Person was paid, how much money this person or that person was paid. Hello. They are our brothers and sisters. You hear me? They are brothers and sisters. And they deserve every cent. In fact, if I have my way, I'm leaving that committee to organize every single national event in this country. And I'm paying them a good amount of money to carry out the work. Because you see, when you pay people this little bit of money, without to scratch the surface, you get mediocrity. You understand? You ain't get the proper thing by. Pay them right, and you're going to get good product. Look at the song. Look at the organizing of all the events. Grenville, St. Mark, St. Patrick, all the events. Bang on target. I am saying to you, we saw our Grenadian brothers and sisters on display for the Golden Jubilee, and they did a damn good job. So let the woman, what do you call her? What's her name? You know she name, Junior?
I don't know she name.
Let go on she platform and bomb she gum. I don't know she run mouth. But hear this.
Junior, how I know she name?
Well, I want to say so.
I don't know.
Hear this, Junior. There is a person who lend $20,000 to my next person. And they can't pay them. They bad pay. They can't pay them the $20,000. I know who did that. And I have evidence of it. Junior, I'm saying that to say to you, let them go and run their mouth about our Grenadian brothers and sisters. Right? Our Grenadian people have sense. Our Grenadian people know that if you invest in our people, we are competent people. We are skillful. We are capable of handling our own stuff. Junior, watch me. When I see you streaming stuff, boy, watch. Because watch me, on a normal day, they get in a foreigner to come and do what you're doing, you know. And you come in and do that thing way better than the foreigner. I love that. I'm happy about that. I love to see my Grenadian brothers and sisters in key positions. I remember only recently, the partner get a position. I'm a good boy, right? Get a position regionally.
Right.
He's the CFO for a regional company.
Right.
Boy, I call a man and say, boy, let we drink something. Let's celebrate. I say, I'm happy for you. You're a Grenadian and you're capable, you're competent. So when we give our Grenadian brothers and sisters work here, and they carry it out and they do it well. Let's applaud them. Don't try to drag them down and bring them down. Who the hell are you? To drag down our Grenadian brothers and sisters who did well during our Golden Jubilee. Come on, let's applaud them. Let's tell them they did well and pay them well. Because when you pay them well, you get a good product. You get a good result or good results. Don't go and cry them down. $9,000. In fact, if they really and truly had to pay Ricardo Kings Douglas, for example, for the kind of production done, you think that $9,000 a month could have do anything? You joking? In fact, I understand they engaged a person from Barbados and one from Trinidad. You know what you charge them? They tell them it's $15,000. Not easy, you know, dollars. To do the very said thing that our brother Ricardo had to do. These people are working in the night to perfect this thing and get this thing right. If I had my way, I could tell you, Junior, I'm making this committee. Watch me. Every national thing in the country, I'm making them organize it. You hear me? Let the woman go and put up all she makeup and let she go on she program and boom, she go and run she mouth. That's she business. Grenadians must know that our Grenadian brothers and sisters, they are competent, they are qualified, pay them right, and you'll get good results. And it's simple like that. Don't come and tell Junior, well, I want you to print, I want you to record some video, do some videography, carry the thing live for me, but I'm paying you $500. And then when Junior discovered and he investigate, he realized that the foreign man they bring to do it too, they paying the foreign man $1,000 or $1,500. You think that can never be right? It can't be right. And watch me, you need to know your what. You need to know your what. And it's the same thing that happened with some of those artists and so on. They bring foreign artists here, they pay them pong and krong with all kind of thing attached to it. And then the local man who go shake up the crowd, who go turn the thing upside down, they pay them half or even less than that. Nah, that's done by pay our people right, and they're going to give you the results that you want.
Kem, I think you're pissed off enough people for today. That's enough for today. All right? Done here.
Watch me. The person you owing the woman the $20,000. Not you, Junior. A certain woman go and borrow a woman $20,000. Go and pay the $20,000. You damn bad pay. You have some kind of platform running your mouth. Go and pay the woman she money. I ain't calling him.
Who's that?
Call here.
Boy. Kem, that's enough for today. That is too much. I got too much for 2 shows anyway. Kem, go ahead and do your thing. We'll keep in touch, my brother.
All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, Kem, and by saying you don't finish yet, you know, you have more. Anyway, guys, we oftentimes invite people to come and talk, you know, if they have a political, message that they want to get across, if they have a conversation that they have that's stuck in their crowd, they want to get out, we invite. Listen, we don't have no litmus test on who come in and talk, and let's have this conversation. So, again, as we open the door for Kem to come in and talk, he spoke a whole lot, we are doing the same for anyone, for members of the opposition party as well. Wide open, let's have a conversation. All right? By now, all you know my number. If you don't know the number, then you could always inbox. But everybody know my number. Give us a call. Or contact my producer if you don't want to talk to me directly. And we'd love to have a conversation with you. All right? Right along live where everyone have a story to tell, conversation and all. Guys, I got something to tell you. Hold on. Don't go. Listen. Listen to me. Now, we have an e-bike race coming up, guys. An e-bike amazing race. And you guys know the amazing race? Yeah, amazing race. We have $1,500 to give away. $1,500 to give away. Who want to win it? This is how this is going to go down. We have only 5 more spots available. Registration is only $100, but you could win $1,500. You start at the Esplanade Mall. With your e-bike. We give you a hint or a clue. I will tell you where the next stop should be. We give you a hint. We didn't tell you where it is. We give you a hint. You have to follow your intuition. You have to follow your knowledge and ability to navigate and get to that next spot. When you get to that next spot, you have to pick up that flag. And that flag is going to tell you where you need to go to get the second flag. You have to follow the instructions and get to the second flag and find the instruction how to pick up the final flag and end off by a certain place, which they will tell you at the 3rd stop, and how to get back to the Esplanade Mall or to the starting point. This is the amazing race. Riders e-bike amazing race. It is freaking amazing. Now if you think that you could win this, you have knowledge, you have common sense, you have power, you have strategies, and you think you could win this. You think you could win this? Let me see. If all you think you could win this, let me look at the chart. Let me look at the chart. If you think you could win this, guys, $1,500 is waiting on you. I mean, it's right there. It's waiting for you. You have to register to come into the Esplanade Mall at the Riders Kiosk and register. It's only $100 to register. $100 to register. Right? And it's an e-bike. So listen, it's a strategy about the e-bike, eh? Because you have unlimited power in your legs, but you don't have unlimited power in the bike. So you have to strategize when you're using your power, how you're using your power. Yes. So it's a strategy. You have to be smart. It's not like, it's not a race for who could go the fastest, It's who could think the best, who could strategize a plan to get to the next spot and read and understand and comprehend how to get to the second spot and the third spot and head back. Lord have mercy. You must have common sense. All right? Register, guys. It's open for everybody. Everybody can be a part of this. It's the Ride e-bike amazing race. Amazing race. Not amazing grace, amazing race. Speed, intuition, brilliance, know-how, all of that stuff. You gotta know it. You gotta know it. We gotta know it. Chico Lico. Yo. I gotta tell you guys, you want some t-shirts? You want some t-shirt printed? Now listen, guys. I had to make this partnership, and that's one of the reasons why I'm in Grenada here right now, with a team that we're training for the Instaprint Grenada. Instaprint Grenada. You know, we have an Instaprint in New York, and we've been providing t-shirt printing for the past 10 years. I mean, history, real history in printing. But Instaprint is now in Grenada. Yo! Instaprint is now in Grenada, guys. Yeah! Yo! So this is what, guys, you could get your t-shirt printed in sometime as little as an hour. Yeah, man. Instaprint Grenada. You even have blank. So if you want your blank t-shirts as well, we have all color. We have all color, all sizes. You see the warehouse? The warehouse stock. It's stock. It's a stock warehouse. Every single color t-shirts. Instaprint Grenada. Yo! Come get your t-shirt printed at Instaprint Grenada, guys. It's the fastest and the best. Before you wink, t-shirt printed, design and more. For folks with the final assembly, get your t-shirt tomorrow. If you're coming tomorrow, you get your t-shirt in the evening. All right? Instaprint Grenada. And those are some of the wicked designs for the final assembly, guys. Wicked. Bad. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't move.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up. Several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Let me tell you about about JetBlue? Now, first, let me tell you about Jennifer's Cottage. Jennifer's Cottage, check it out, guys, if you want a place to stay while you're in Grenada. It's all about Jennifer's Cottage, located in the Woodlands area. Write this number down, guys. Write this number down and give her a call today. Call 347-355-6305. Jennifer's Cottage. Call and check her out today. Ride e-bikes, excursions, and tours. What can I say about this amazing company? It is so amazing, guys. 3 months ago to date, guys, I started this ride excursion rentals and tour on the island. Everybody, well, not everybody, because I did in fact have a lot of supporters, people who really encourage me, people who really love and appreciate what we was doing. And they saw the vision, they saw the big vision, guys. And they said, you know what, Junior, I'm going to support that venture. And from start, guys, to now, we were able to facilitate over 1,000 rides. 1,000 rides, guys. I mean, think about it, right? Think about it. When we started, we got criticized. People call us all kind of names. They say we go bun down. They say the thing go bun. They say things go happen. Criticism left, right, and center. Today, guys, we facilitated over 1,000 rides. And that's just amazing. That is just amazing. So if you want an excursion, a ride right now, call Ride, e-bike, excursions and tours. Come into the kiosk at the Esplanade Mall and book your excursion. Rent a bike. Eco-sustainable tourism. That's what we're talking about. Mother's Day! Whoa! Mother's Day is here. Coming. And we have this Mama, I love you. Mama, I love you. Say it to your mama. Look over to your mama and say, Mama, I love you. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. I know I love my mama. And my mom, you know, she's a sassy lady. She might even be on that. So take your mother on a ride. So this is how it's gonna go, guys. We have a really exotic and sweet ride for your mother. Take her on an e-bike ride. Don't worry about it. It's a nice and smooth ride. A nice and smooth ride. She would love it. We have a nice lookout point. We give her a nice rose. Let me tell you something. Mama, I love you the ride. Mama, I love you the ride. And that's May 12th. May 12th. Book your ride. 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. Mama, I love you the ride. Hey! We got to say thank you to Expedia and our folks at St. James Tours. We are now, guys, you can now book your ride. Get this. I tell you, we came a long way. We came a long way. You could now book your ride on Expedia.com. Give us a round of applause for that, man. We are expanding. You could now book your ride. Get this. This is no play thing, you know. The same place that you go to book your flights, your hotels, your cruise. You could now go to that same Expedia.com, guys, and book a ride in Grenada. I mean, you could be anywhere in the world. You could be anywhere in the world, and you could book a ride here in Grenada. If that's not amazing, guys, I don't know what is. Ride is now on Expedia.com. Yeah! Yeah, man. Book your ride online as easy as 1, 2, 3. Book on Expedia.com. We'll be right back.
Of sampling the Golden Jubilee edition of the limited edition spiced rum from the Grenada distillers, and I must say it's something that you should try. It is authentically Grenadian, but from the flavors to the aromas to the overall taste, the blend is great. It's light, it's golden like the Golden Jubilee, and I think you can make any collector's shelves anywhere in the world. Hats off to the Grenada distillers.
Yeah. Happy about the Expedia thing, guys. Happy about the Expedia thing. Big up. Soul vibes. So I told you guys about, let me tell you about this. Check this out. Spice Mass launch in New York City. Yeah. Spice Mass launch, NYC, May 11th. Elton Place, 1130 Linwood Street, Brooklyn, New York. It's gonna be a mass in New York City, guys. Get your tickets now. Early bird tickets, $40. Regular tickets, $50. It's amazing. We'll be right back.
Exhilarating adventure? Then look no further than Ride Excursions and Tours. Get ready to explore the great outdoors like never before with our powerful e-bikes. Discover breathtaking sightseeing tours around the island. Feel the wind in your hair and experience nature in its purest form. Now, whether you're a seasoned rider or a beginner, our e-bikes are perfect for everyone. Call us at 473-422-1011 to book your excursion or visit ridersebikes.com. That's ridersebike.com to reserve your spot. Unleash your adventurous spirit with Ride Excursions and Tours, where every journey becomes an unforgettable adventure.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. Thanks to Kem Jones sharing his views. And Kem Jones' views is Kem Jones' views, not necessarily the views of Ride Along Live. Okay. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Don't forget, if you want to advertise on Ride Along Live, give us a call. Advertise on the #1 platform. Don't listen to them lies and them fellas and them telling nobody. 20,000. Let me don't say nothing, The lies tell me don't say nothing. Lies tell me don't say nothing. Boss tell me don't say nothing. All right, boss. I hear you. Advertise on Ride Along Live. The #1. Numero uno.
Reach millions daily, weekly, monthly. Yeah, over 10 million per month. It pays to advertise with us. Reach more and let us send your business viral. Advertise with us and reach more.
Peace out. Catch you guys again tomorrow.